What's good, YouTube? Andre here with the DM Network, y'all. And today I want to talk about pre-order bonuses. I had a subscriber bring it up the other day, and I thought it was a good idea. Hey, why not? Let's talk about it. We've been speculating about everything else, so we're going to talk about this as well. But before we get into the video, y'all, if you're new to the channel, lend me your subscriptions. It's completely free. Doesn't cost you anything at all to hit that button, and it helps us to continue doing what we enjoy doing in making this Dragon Ball content. Now, pre-order bonuses, yeah, this is something that's a long ways out. Some people don't have a problem with it. Guess what? Don't watch the video. Simple as that. We're going to talk about it because I've always been somebody that's been intrigued by pre-order bonuses. And it seems like when pre-order bonuses started rolling out, when they first started rolling out, I think it was around PlayStation 2 or 3 era. PlayStation 3, I know for sure. Pre-order bonuses meant a lot more than they do now. It seems like now, when you get pre-order bonuses, they're useless. I mean, especially with RPGs, you know, you may get certain items or a weapon or something like that, and by the end of the first couple of missions, those pre-order items are no longer useful. I think that I wish that pre-order bonuses were better. Some people do good pre-order bonuses, like you get a mission that's not available to anybody else. And I would go a step further and give them a mission that gives a reward that isn't available to anybody else that pre-order. I look back on I think it was Raging Blast 1, that you could get costumes for your characters, like different color costumes that were not available anywhere else in the game. Anywhere else. I mean, didn't matter. You could not get those other outfits for those characters. Only way to get them was to have that pre-order code. And I thought that was really cool. I think that's the way that I would like pre-orders to be. Because here's the thing about pre-ordering. Well, if you're doing it online, yeah, it costs you money. But at any point in time, you could cancel that pre-order and get your money back. Or should. Now, I always use GameStop. People bash GameStop. I love GameStop. I have no problem with GameStop. If you understand business and you're not greedy and selfish and self-centered, then you can understand GameStop. But anyway, you know, that's another video for another day. But, you know, pre-ordering at GameStop, I mean, you put $5 down on the game, you can move that to something else or get your money back. You know, I don't see what's the big deal about that. If I don't want the game, okay, fine. I put the $5 down, and guess what? That $5 comes off the balance of the game. You know, but so people get all up in arms about pre-ordering as if they can't change it. Now, I know it's a little bit different when you digitally pre-order. Like if I digitally order a pre-order a game on the PlayStation. But even with that, I'm pretty certain if you talk to customer service with the right attitude, they'll be willing to refund you your money, unless it's in the fine print that, hey, if you pre-order this game, you can't get your money back. In which case, that's your fault for doing that. When there's other options available to pre-order a game. If you want it digitally, you can even go to GameStop and pre-order a digital copy of the game. You see what I'm saying? So, but like I said, people are so up in arms about GameStop, living off the negativity of other people, that they're missing out on experiences that can help and make their life better. But anyway, so, you know, like I said, pre-order bonuses used to be really, really good. They used to make a difference, and it used to be stuff that you could not get in the game unless you pre-ordered it. It wasn't early access. It wasn't anything like that. And nowadays, that's the way that pre-orders are. I mean, you basically get useless items, or items that, like I said, within the first couple of missions are useless, or you get early access, which is something in the game, you just get it early, you know, that you would have easily attained just by playing through the story. You know, for as much as pre-orders do for these developers, publishers, and gaming industry, that I feel that it should be more. They should do a little bit something extra. I mean, you know, you don't want to give a game-breaking weapon to something. But, you know, at the same time, Destiny kind of did that. They gave the Cold Heart Fusion Rifle, which was something that you could get in the game. It was an exotic. At that time, exotics weren't that hard to get like they are now. However, that weapon is a beast. That weapon is awesome. You know, now anybody can get it, but it's awesome to be able to start the game with an exotic. Now, of course, with it being an exotic, you had to be the appropriate level to use it. But yet and still, once you got to that level, it was awesome to have that in your repertoire. So what would I like for pre-orders for this game? It really just depends on what the game is about. I mean, if we're playing with other characters or things like that, would it be an RPG? If training is a big thing, I would like maybe some extra tokens to be able to spend, because y'all remember what I talked about with training, and I would like to see us to be able to use like tokens and stuff like that to be able to use the hyperbolic time chamber or different tier training facilities, similar to how it is in Dokkan Battle in Dragon Ball Legends, where you can't just go in there and train without the necessary items. You can in Dokkan Battle, so long as you have the times to use it. Like, you have to have that particular item, like the hyperbolic time chamber or something. They don't have the hyperbolic time chamber. That would be really good if they did. But anyway, so I would like it kind of set up like that. That way you don't spend your entire time just going back and forth into the hyperbolic time chamber or back and forth into the gravity chamber. Implement a system to where you do have to go and actually play the game to earn certain things to be able to use those. And that would make an awesome pre-order bonus if they were to do that, to give us, hey, you get X amount of items to train with in the chamber, time chamber, training chamber. That would help you. XP boosters are always welcomed in RPGs. XP boosters, currency boosters, those things like that are always welcome in RPGs. I remember with Shadow Mordor, you had the XP boosters and stuff like that in Assassin's Creed, and it's just awesome to have, especially if the game is very grindy. Like Xenoverse, they didn't have anything pre-order wise that would give you extra XP, but they do have an accessory. Is it an accessory? Yes, I think no, it's not an accessory. It's a Z Soul. No, it's not a Z Soul. It's something that you can put on your character. The soul thing. I think it's called 40 tons weights or something like that, and it gives you extra XP. Stuff like that is really, really cool, but put something like that, but only make it exclusive if you only pre-order the game. If you don't pre-order it, guess what? You don't get it. There's no way to get it. Anything like that. Now, will they go that route? I don't know, because in Xenoverse, if we back up into Xenoverse 1, the only way to get Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was to pre-order the game, and he wasn't accessible. But I think they ended up later making him accessible because people just kept complaining. And here's my thing, y'all. The reason I have a problem with that, because you can't get a hold of $5 to put down on a pre-order. That is, if you can't get a hold of $5 to pre-order a game, you don't need to buy that game in the first place, because you probably don't have the financial stability to do that. If you can't get a hold of $5 within 6-7 months, you need to evaluate your financial process. It's not the developer's fault that you don't want to go to GameStop and put $5 down, or go to Best Buy and put some money down. Just because if you pre-order it on the console, you can't get your money back, so you don't want to pre-order it from Amazon or anywhere like that, because you have to pay full price, which on Amazon you can pre-order it and it doesn't charge you until the item actually ships. So, I don't care what you say. There's no reason as to why, if you want a game, you can't pre-order it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Like I said, even if you want it digital, you can pre-order it digitally from GameStop. There's no excuse. Stop listening to what people telling you about GameStop. Go and shop there. There's nothing wrong with it. People upset about the trade values and things like that. Why in the world, if you buy a game for $60, do you expect to get $50 back for it on trade-in? How are they going to make money? I've worked at GameStop, y'all. Let me tell you something. They only make 5% off of new game sales. That means if the game sold for $60, 10% of 60 is $6, and they're making half of that, means they only made $3 off the sale of a brand new game. $3 off a $60 game. You're getting more in trading credit than that. And then, yes, they have to mark up their pre-owned games because that's where they make money. That's their business model. I mean, come on, y'all. People don't know that because these people that's talking trash about GameStop don't tell you these things. I've worked there. I was an assistant store leader. I know these things. I know their profit margins and all that kind of stuff. Y'all listen to me, man. do yourself a favor. I don't care if it's Best Buy or anywhere. Go pre-order your games. If you know you're going to get them, pre-order them, get that bonus. And then if you change your mind, you can get your money back. I guarantee you there is a way to get your money back. You see what I'm saying? But just from growing as an individual, you have to learn to do what you choose to do. Stop letting people tell you what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, just because you see negativity reigns supreme in this world right now. You know, people are posting negative videos. You don't know if they're telling the truth about that stuff or not. You know, and they do it for views. They do it for ratings. They do it because that's what people want to see, you know. So be careful with that stuff, because while you pre-ordering on Amazon and PlayStation, you can't get your money back. I'm pre-ordering at GameStop, and if I don't like the game, I could put that $5 on something else, or I can get my money back. You see what I'm saying? But that's all up to the individual. But definitely, you know, like I said, I hope that that's the route that they do go with. If they do pre-orders, which I'm pretty sure they will, pre-orders for the game. Also, what would be a really cool pre-order is if they have like a season pass to do like 20% or something like that off of the season pass, because the season passes can get expensive. It's almost like buying another game, and it would be cool to get a discount on it, especially if each season pass ends up being shallow and pedantic, you know. But that's all I got for right now, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, y'all. I upload daily, every day, and I'm sleepy today, man. I was like, I need to upload though. So appreciate that. I think it was Blue Alpha that mentioned this. Shout out to you, Blue Alpha. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.